Well, good morning, everyone. It's another wonderful cold Monday morning here. It is January 24th, 9:02 a.m. Thank you guys very much for being on the call this morning. I know some of you are trickling in. It's hard to get out of bed today. It's so cold. But anyway, we're going to do our thing here this morning. I do have a very special guest from Simply Healthcare, Mr. Tony Santiago. He's going to be speaking with us in a little bit later on the call, and he's going to share some good news about Simply. So very excited to have him on the call. He is an awesome resource, so I hope everyone pays attention to what Tony has to share with us today. As we do in regular fashion, why are we here besides a nice paycheck? We are here to improve the lives of our community with affordable health care. So thank you for being a part of that mission. We very much appreciate your hard work and your ability to go out there and learn about your profession and be the best in the business with it. So that's why we're doing what we're doing. So with that note, we're going to jump into our training calendar here. So I'm going to share my screen. As a reminder here, the training calendar is available to be synced in with your phone, laptop, and iPad. So if you don't have this training calendar, please reach out to us so we can get it hooked up for you. All right, so first thing is this morning, AvMed is doing training. So those of you that are doing ACA business, specifically in the Central Florida market, South Florida market, Tampa market, AvMed is doing their training. You can jump in on the link there. At 11 o'clock, Devoted's doing their coffee and chat session. So if you have questions, concerns, or rude remarks, you can jump into that and talk their heads off. They're there to help you. At 1 o'clock today, Florida Blue is doing their MAPD training. So if you're new to Florida Blue and you need if you need a refresher on the product, that will be there today at 1 o'clock. You can jump into the meeting. And then later today, I will be hosting the HPM Shop live webinar. So what I'm doing is kind of a test run this week to ensure that you guys have a nice overview of our quote and enroll tool. I know some of you have used it. Some of you are using it just for quoting and not enrolling. So I'm going to be talking a lot about what this is going to do for you as far as getting ready and getting synced in and becoming the best agent you can. So that's at 7 p.m. tonight. I'm also doing another session on Wednesday at 9 a.m. and a third session on Saturday at 10:30. So I wanted to point that out. And also Thursday at 1 o'clock. So I've got a evening, a morning, an afternoon, and a weekend one, just in case anyone is unable to attend one of those seminars. All you'll do is come into the training calendar and click the link there. I'm very excited for this because I really do want everyone to take advantage of that. In fact, I'm going to pop it into the chat message so you can register there to ensure that you are getting in to know more about that HPM shop. Also, as a reminder, every morning at 8 a.m., if you look at the training calendar, Tom was kind enough to include our YouTube link. So there's a deep dive into the HPM shop training as well. So you can click that and we'll go ahead and take care of it for you. You can play that at any time. So other than that, on Thursday, Devoted's doing another coffee and chat session. This one's at 11:30. And then at 2 o'clock, we're doing the HPM shop working with providers. So a little bit lighter week this week as far as training goes. So please, if anything, join me on the HPM shop live webinars because I do want you guys to participate that. There's no reason anyone should be doing paper applications. Okay, I think Tony will agree with me on that. All right, jumping down here, some news here in the world of Humana. Those of you that are working in the Central Florida market, Deena Shiva is resigning later this month. Deena's been in the business for a very, very long time and has been supporting brokers for many years. So she will be leaving Humana. I don't know if they have a permanent replacement for her, but for now we have a new person there, Rafelis. And so Rafelis will be your go-to guy in case you need to, talk to them about Humana or anything else. So this is for the Central Florida market. If you're in the Central Florida market, you probably know Deena Shiva. She's probably called you once or twice. And if you're a good boy or girl, you probably haven't heard much from her. So that's good. But anyway, she's resigning. I wanted to let everyone know that. There was an email sent out, and so just check your emails as well as far as an update on support there for you at Humana. Moving over to the ACA world, Oscar Health Insurance has made an announcement that you will hear probably this week. As of 4/1 effectives for ACA business with Oscar, as of 4/1, their plans will be non-commissionable. That means that you can continue to write Oscar, but you will not get paid on that business starting 4/1 effective. So as of right now, if you have people to enroll in Oscar, you can do so. And that's good for 2/1s and 3/1s. You'll still get compensated for your hard work there. But as of 4/1 effective, Oscar will be non-commissionable. So just make sure you're paying attention to that. Yes, we still want to do what's right for our clients. If Oscar is the absolute best plan, then go ahead and put them on there. Just know that you're not going to get compensated for it. So why are they doing this? We're also seeing that from Molina as well. They're going to be dropping commissions as well. So why are these ACA plans stopping commissions? Well, just to kind of catch you up on what's going on. Here in Florida, there are a lot of people eligible for ACA. And so these companies have set a goal for themselves as far as growth goes, and they surpassed their goal, and the enrollments are still coming in. So when that happens, if your company is not properly structured, if you don't have good infrastructure to handle the size membership, you've got to hire more customer service, you've got to hire more case managers, you've got to, there's all sorts of other things that happen with that when you scale. So that's why they've made it non-commissionable. There's nothing wrong with the plan. They're not going out of business or anything like that. It's just a strategy that they use to kind of slow down the enrollments from the broker community, just because it could cause damage to the company in the future. So, to maintain the level of care that they are required to for their government contracts, they've decided to make those products non-commissionable. So I hope that answers your question. Nothing bad. It's just, hey, we're growing too fast and we need to slow down. That happens from time to time. All right. Also, another training opportunity and education piece, a learning opportunity, if you will. Cigna is sending out these brand new podcasts. They're great, actually. They're geared towards your members. They're geared towards Medicare eligibles that may be new to Medicare. And these podcasts are a great little audio segment that you can use as a training opportunity or a marketing piece to send out to your prospective clients or your current clients that might not be understanding what's going on with their Medicare. But I also wanted to point this out because I know some of you get a little lost with everything with Medicare. So these are great little tools to kind of freshen up on your Medicare. And it's a podcast. So, if you're driving around or if you're working around the house, you can pop in your earphones or headset or whatever and listen and learn. So I'm all about that. You guys know it. Gail reminded me last week, it's something I always say, you got to have one foot in the classroom and the other one in the field at all times. So it's really, really important that we do our due diligence in learning. So very, very important on that. Let me go back here. I've got some people waiting to get in here. Okay. All right. So here's some fun stuff. Let's talk about leads. I know everyone wants to talk about leads, right? Leads. Everyone loves leads. We got 21 people on this call that are probably very, very anxious to learn about how we can help with leads. So the first thing I want to do is share with you a couple of companies that are out there that you can purchase leads or collect business reply cards. Okay, so the first one I'm going to share with you today is Target Leads. And this is a company that can provide you with lists, leads. They do the software, they do the marketing, they do everything for you. So targetleads.com, you can check them out, and they can help you strategize your marketing for Medicare leads. Another company too, this is more digital side. So if you're doing stuff, if you're comfortable with Facebook leads and Google leads, another company is called NextGen. leads. So this is another one we've used in the past. We have gotten sales from this. In Florida, they're a little dicey, but I can tell you in other places in the country, these leads are really pretty good. So that's another one that we tried out. And then the third one is Leadrilla. And Leadrilla is kind of, again, that internet style lead where somebody fills out a form. But you do have exclusivity on all of these. These are the ones that you can sign up for exclusive leads. They're not recycled. So they come from different places all over the internet. But what I like about Leadrilla is you get kind of like a CRM system, if you will, inside. And you can, download this on your phone. You can actually extract the leads into a spreadsheet. If you wanted to work them that way, you can do that. And they're pretty much, as soon as they sign in, they fill out the form, you're notified. So it's very, very quick, fast. And if you are sharp on your aim, you can really do some damage with these leads here. So there's 3 different lead companies that I'm recommending that you check out. I'm not endorsing any of them. I'm just letting you know that we have heard of success with some of these companies. Every one of these companies I've heard success. I will tell you, if you are a bilingual agent, the Hispanic and the Spanish speaking leads seem to be better in the BRCs at this point right now. So if you've got that edge, if you are bilingual and you speak Spanish specifically, and I'll tell you in Central Florida, it's very, very competitive. This is, that could really, really help you. We're seeing a little bit higher return rate if you're bilingual for these leads. So with that, I am going to be sending out an offer to you guys regarding these leads, and we want to help you pay for these leads. So if you're interested in investing in these leads, paying for your leads and investing in getting some leads for yourself, please talk to us at Health Plan Markets or talk to your agency manager, and we will work on getting a campaign going on this. Okay, so be on the lookout from an email from us, and we'll have more details about how we can support you with some lead opportunities as well. Okay, so I hope everyone's awake now. Speaking of leads and opportunities and great things happening, we have Mr. Tony Santiago on the line. He is our special guest from Simply Healthcare. I'm going to unmute his phone here. So Tony, I would love for you to introduce yourself and share the good news.
Awesome. Justin, thank you so much for having me. HPM team, thank you guys for joining. I know it's a cold morning, hard to get started. Definitely echoing that feeling of getting trapped in the bed sheets today, let me tell you. But there's money to be made, so we got to get out there and get grinding. So first off, for those of you who have never met me, my name is Tony Santiago. I am the broker sales manager for Simply Healthcare, an Anthem company in the state of Florida. Been in this role now, going on my 3rd year in this role with the company. Been in the business a while. Have worked as a captive. Have worked as a broker, so I could give you multiple perspectives. The key for me to be on today's call is obviously to give you that level of comfort. There's a renewed partnership with HPM. You'll definitely see some very targeted training opportunities that'll be extended through Tom and Justin later on. Which will give you guys opportunities. So for the newbies, we'll have newer trainings to grow your business. For the individuals that have been in the business a while, just to give you ways to refresh your book of business. Because the key to this industry, guys, more than anything else, it is a marathon. You tackle everything one client at a time. And then with the volatility in the ACA market, because the ACA market has a lot of volatility. I don't want to discourage anyone from writing ACA. I think that's actually should be part of your plan, of your marketing strategy, because it allows you to grow your Medicare business eventually. But truthfully, folks, I do hear of agents sometimes that only focus on ACA, and when you have that one track mind and you're not diversifying into the Medicare Advantage space, you're missing opportunities, because there's always going to be renewals, there's always going to be sales, and that residual income opportunity in MA. So definitely diversify your portfolio there. A little bit about Simply really quickly. Guys, right now we are the dominant plan in the D-SNP space. So if you have a lot of D-SNP clients, if you have a lot of D-SNP opportunities, our plan benefit this year for the D-SNP includes zero copay for all levels of Medicaid. So SLMBs, QI1s, full Medicaid. So if an individual has Medicare, Medicaid of any level, they get treated with zero copays across the board, and that even includes their medication. That's huge. A lot of the other national carriers in the market space do not have that benefit. And then we throw in this year a $50 cash card. Now more than ever, that $50 goes a long way. So, theoretically, if you enroll a client now, February 1st effective, they're getting $550 in a bank account, basically, right? Great news about that. No tax liabilities, no worries about crossing Medicaid threshold. So it's an easy way to assist your dual eligible client. You'll also see renewed partnerships with providers. So definitely some encouragement there. We're a 4.5-star rated plan, so we're trending upward from the previous year, going from 4 to 4.5. So things are going in the right direction. And then the last thing I'll leave you with is this. Justin made a great point here early on the call about these lead opportunities in the digital space. I think that's important. Remember, you want a diversified portfolio. I will also caution you, just don't live off these digital opportunities, because to Justin's point, it is a saturated market. It's kind of like when I hear people ask me, hey, will Simply support with turning 65 flyers? Absolutely. If you guys have an opportunity there, and I think that we can grow your business, I'm always willing to, but you got to look at it this way. I literally get that same request asked from 4,000 brokers in Central Florida almost on a daily basis. The mailers are going to the same people. Guys, you're not going to get the return on investment. So you need to make sure you balance it. Right now with the captive carriers, and I'm going to give you some insight here, a lot of captive carriers are pulling their agents potentially back out of the market in a lot of spaces. With that being said, the key to success is still, especially in Central Florida, is get in front of people. I'm not saying maybe it's not always a tabletop, though I think that's always a great idea, but just network yourself. Everyone in your community needs to know that you deal with insurance. Everyone within the market space, just reach out to different different areas, and you'll be surprised. There's always a network opportunity. And I'll leave you with this last little piece. I guarantee everyone, if you make 10,000 meaningful contacts in this industry, on average, you'll get a return of investment of 300 sales. So that's pretty much all I've got for today. Just wanted to give you guys that brief introduction to some of the things that have us excited. So keep an eye out. Like I said, we focus on at Simply not only just training the Simply product, but training in the Medicare space and giving different opportunities and theories on marketing in a saturated marketplace. So thank you, Justin. I appreciate the time and for you having me on the call.
Yeah, man. Thank you for all of that. I'm not going to let you off the hook so easy though. So hold on here. Let me just say, guys, Tony is not just a manager. He's been in the field. He's sold Medicare Advantage plans. He's not an executive that, sits back, and he's in there. He's got his sleeves rolled up, and he'll get in there and help you out. There's very few managers that are willing to sit down one-on-one and really coach. And I know not every one of you is going to do this. But I would highly recommend sitting with Tony at some point and getting in front of him, not just about Simply, but he has some incredible ideas for marketing and things that you should be doing. So with that, Tony, we've got people on the call that are relatively new to the business, and we've got veterans that have been in the business for years and years and years. Right now it's OEP, we're getting ready to, a lot of people are burned out from AEP. I get it. But in your opinion, Tony, what should the agents be doing right now? What's one or two things that they should be doing right now?
So the best thing I can tell you is this: we're an OEP, and this next statement is going to sound crazy, but you need to be in AEP preparation starting like yesterday. And the reason is that everything in this business has a 3 to 6 month impact, guys. So, for example, first mistake that most new people make is they acquire a lead or contact information by any means, and they acquire it today, January 24th, right? But they don't utilize their CRM platforms. They don't hold on to this information. But at the end of the day, this is a database that you're going to collect. So maybe there's not an enrollment opportunity. Maybe the client's just not interested in changing right now. But you don't know what can happen in the market space in October, or what plan design or what benefit changes and rocks the benefit world in Medicare space. So acquiring that information now, building that CRM, and then taking October as an opportunity to say, hey, I've started October with, or I've started September with 300 names that I get to call and try to set October 1st appointments with, so I can be the first one to let them know. So absolutely acquire information. The second thing I would advise is any kind of networking mixer is huge. You would be surprised who you will meet at any function. That includes physician mixers. So if a doctor's clinic office is offering you a tour of their facility, but these tours are normally opportunities to interact with the marketing teams, the people that actually acquire the leads for you. So if you befriend them, there's your sales opportunity. Mixers like county commissions, business like Chamber of Commerce, even down to the slightest things. The joke I always make whenever I have a presentation is, hey, everyone here is either a real estate agent or knows very closely a real estate agent. If I've known anything about real estate agents, is they absolutely love to party. They are the kings of the Friday happy hour. So with that being said, is you, even just by going to interact with them, guys, for the ACA folks, they're all 1099. Guess what they all need? Health insurance. So you automatically have an initial sales point, and then guess what? They all have relatives, moms, dads, uncles, brothers that could have Medicare. So if you're establishing a new pool of relationships to build that trust, to potentially build that client. Or you find out and you make a connection with a realtor who happens to be the number one realtor to the villages. So guess what they're going to have? New to Medicare's and a move SEP. So I mean, those are the kind of connections that we need to make with people, because it opens up avenues. The biggest mistake that we make is we have to treat every individual that walks by us, everyone down from an 18-year-old individual to a 102-year-old individual as a prospect, because they physically may not need your services, but they may know someone that needs your services. And like I said, that business card that HPM gladly supports, giving you guys, please, you need to hand out 10,000 of those every single year. If you did not hand out, I used to have a quota for myself when I was a sales agent. I needed to hand out 50 business cards a day. If I did not hand out 50 business cards a day, then my day didn't get started. Because if I handed out 50, by the end of the year, that's 15,000, those are opportunities for sales, guys. So those kind of numbers, if you treat this like a numbers game, if sales is still ultimately a numbers game. So the more opportunities to sell that you put yourselves out there, the more success you're going to have. And not only just in the Medicare Advantage space, but in all your portfolios. Because a life insurance lead can turn into a cross-sale MA. A dental sale can turn into an MA. An ACA can turn into an MA. So I guess hopefully that sums up in a long-winded answer. Sometimes I like to hear my own voice, guys, so I apologize.
No, that is awesome. I love that business card trick. I haven't heard that before. I used to do the phone calls, so I would do anywhere from, 25 to 30 phone calls a day. And so I did the phone call thing on the same side. So, but yeah, amazing. Thank you for that. That's really, really awesome. And, to Tony's point, networking is got to be one of the best ways that you can do marketing. Number one, it's usually pretty free outside of buying somebody a drink here and there,
Yep.
but that the networking is huge. And guys, even though that I'm sharing with you lead opportunities or lead companies that do mailers and all this other stuff, and we do pretty much anything under the sun as far as marketing is concerned, our number one lead source in the entire agency, across the entire country, in all the states that we sell in, our number one lead source is client referrals. It's referrals. And it's because when you do your job and you do it well, people can't help but tell others about you. And so that's really important. And so by Tony handing out 50 cards a day, those are 50 opportunities, 50 different opportunities for your phone to ring. And another thing, and I quote Claire a lot. I don't know if she's on the call, but Claire used to say something. She would say, "They ain't gonna walk through your living room," right? So you got to get out there. You can't just expect your phone to ring and hoping that your phone rings, because hope is not a strategy. You've got to make the phone ring. You've got to go out there. You've got to meet people. You've got to talk to people. Networking is important. I understand, in the environment that we're in, we're all being very, very careful with this stuff. But, obviously you're not going to go to a Garth Brooks concert right now. Don't be doing stuff like that. But, talking to a doctor, or if you see there's an event or, a magic game or something like that, those are great opportunities to, network and meet folks. So with that, Tony, I want to say thank you very, very much for your input, sharing the good news about Simply Healthcare. And we really appreciate your time this morning. And guys, please put Tony to work. He is hungry for enrollments, as we all are, and he wants to coach you, train you, and share any bit of information that can help you be successful in this business. He's been where you're at right now. He knows the business, and he knows what can work to help you be successful. Okay, so please take advantage of knowing Tony. If you don't have his phone number, email, please let us know and we'll connect you with Tony. We're here to help. In fact, Tony, do you want to? Is it okay if I share everybody's your phone number, if that's okay?
Yeah, absolutely. Please feel free to share the phone number. It's 407-663-4075. I'll be completely transparent. The best way to get in contact with me is email. I am an email monster. You can call me. The problem is a lot of people like to talk to me, and I love hearing my own voice, like I mentioned. So sometimes, people can't get a hold of me by phone, but if you send me an email, I'm an excellent multitasker, and I'll give you a little inside trick. Even when I'm on PTO, it's hard for me to disconnect sometimes, and I'll still check emails. So email is always the number one way to contact him.
Very cool. And I posted it in the chat, everyone. So again, his phone number is 407-663-4075. He does text message too, so he can text you over his email if you want to text him right now. I did also put his email in the chat as well. It's asantiago3@simplyhealthcareplans.com. So that's in the chat as well. And yeah, please get a hold of Tony, talk his ear off, and he'll point you in the right direction on what you should be doing. I think Tony's an excellent resource, and one of the few people in the business that's really willing to help and share some of the good things that are working out there. So thank you, Tony. Really appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And for everyone that joined the call, I'm going to give you the last little teaser.
Yeah.
So we're working on benefit design for 2023, which, like literally, I have the spreadsheet open right now. It makes me sick. But do not repeat this, but let's just say Simply Healthcare will be entering new new benefit designs, maybe a PPO, hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Wow.
Maybe something that looks like a United or Aetna PPO, hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. So maybe D-SNP's not the client that you thrive on right now, but don't worry. Keep making those meaningful contacts because you might have something very exciting to talk about going into October.
Amazing. And see, guys, so that's a great point right now, because yeah, it's January. Oh, I'll wait until September or October. By that time, it may be too late, right? I mean, you got to know Simply's website, where to search for providers, where's the formulary, how does the plan work? Tell me more about the dental and the vision. If you wait until September and October to learn all that information, it's going to be too late. So start learning it now. Go to the website, know the products, know the network. Because when these new products start popping off and you're unfamiliar with that company, it's going to be a lot harder for you to kind of get in that groove, so use this downtime or slower time of year to learn about Simply and to learn about the product. But that is amazing news. Thank you, Tony.
No problem. Thank you again for having me, folks. Have a great day.
You got it. Thanks, Tony. And guys, thank you very much for being on the call. As always, we're here every Monday at 9 a.m. If you have any questions or if you need any help at all, we're here to help. 844-696-3975, or you can join us at joinhpm.com. Thank you guys very much for being on the call. We will see you next week. Take care.